stay down.
Hello and welcome to... Oh, I can do this with my hand. All right. Ooh, welcome to Playtest Draft. Welcome to Tales from the Backlog. My name is Steve Boshier, and I already fell off a bridge. This is Shadows of Archonia. That's the name of our channel if you don't know. And on this channel, we play lots of tabletop role-playing games. You can check us out on Fridays when we play our ongoing campaigns at an in-person game at a table in the other room, or on Mondays like tonight for this show, Tales from the Backlog, where we try out lots of different things. Tonight should be our final, for now, session in Blade 68, which is an expansion, playtest expansion for Blades in the Dark. We did a session 0 a couple weeks ago and a session 1 last week, so we're going to hopefully finish out our score tonight. If you like our channel, you like what we do, come join our Discord. You can find a link for it below the video wherever you're watching. And you can also find us on Patreon if you'd like to help support the channel, increase the quality of our production, and other such things. Shadows of Archonia is the name to look for on Patreon. There's a link down below for that as well. This weekend is Archonia Fest, our 6-year celebration. It's the second Archonia Fest, 6th year of streaming. From Saturday through Monday this weekend, which is March 29th through 31st, we're going to be streaming games all day, every day. So come check us out at that time and say hi. That's out of the way. Jason, why don't you tell us what we're doing tonight?
Hey, you be there, fine. You be there. You be my Blofeld's cat.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all had escaped the lounge rats and the Ministry of Stability in an epic car chase through the city. Jazz Rocks had leapt off a bridge, fought a dude, and got away with the goods. And we are finding y'all back at your rooms over Marlene's.
Yeah.
You had discussed selling the Alluvium to the disposed veterans of D13.
Right.
That's
I mean,
right.
You kind of come to a conclusion on that, but you know, we haven't really taken any steps. So
yeah, I think we decided, we just haven't done anything. So we should start, I guess, by making contact with them.
yeah, I mean these are ex-soldiers with no future, forced to pursue criminal activities. They're kind of underground at this point. So what do y'all want to do?
I'm Cody playing Oxfords, and I think we should look at our contacts.
Thank you, Cody.
And figure out if any of them might be able to connect us to D13.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Uma, what do you think? And who are you?
Yeah, I'm Cindy, and I'm playing Uma.
Yeah.
Yeah, ex-military. So, yeah, I was actually going to say the same thing. Maybe getting in touch with some contacts of our own. I might even know some people from that group.
Yeah, the only two people I know are Una, which is a socialite partier, and some politician that him and I are not on the... Well, them and I are not on the best terms. I don't know what type of name Dilburn is.
Yeah, I have contact with a sort of rival field agent named Carla, and I for some reason am friendly with a cat burglar named Percy. So I don't know if it doesn't work out with D13, maybe we could ask Percy to hook us up with another fence. But
I do
think-
know I have that buddy that I served with.
Oh.
And I'm trying to remember his name. Well, let me go to my sheet. I want to say Barkley, but that doesn't sound right.
I think, Brackley.
Brackley. Yeah. Get out of there.
Brackley
Okay.
is your deserter friend, and Fellows is, I think, your old CO that came looking for him. Or something to that effect.
Or that may or may not. Right.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Right. He deserted, so maybe he might not be with that group. May or may not. I don't know.
Well, maybe he was approached, and maybe he might know somebody, and then go from who he knows. So
I think it's reasonable to go to Brackley, because he might know D13. He's the type of person they might recruit.
yeah, I'm on board with that.
Yeah, and I'm thinking he'd probably be at Benson's on the dock there. I would think that's where he and I would meet up sometimes, even.
Okay.
Not necessarily planned, but
Okay. Well,
and then if
when do you
anybody-
normally meet up with him? Let's go that. When do you normally meet up with him for drinks? Why don't we just crash your date? Say.
He would typically be there pretty late.
Well, if it's gonna be a long night, then I'm gonna need a little bit of inspiration, as it were. I will be in my closet until it's time.
Uh-huh. I'll get my inspiration at the bar.
I go into the powder room, as I call it, and after about 2 minutes, I come back out, ready to go into Maston Ardor. Maston Arton. Sorry, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Which is my car. Wait, I only have 2 seats.
I think it's you and Uma.
Right?
Sorry, what was that?
You all got that van, right?
Yeah,
Could drive the van, I suppose.
I think
Yeah.
the van would be best. Your car could scare some of my friends away.
And we all can't even fit, so it's not even worth it.
Well,
All
I
right.
mean, you also, I mean, it's still on pretty tenuous ground, but you've got that auto cycle as well.
That's
It's
true.
okay. We can take the van. It's practical.
We do what we must, Oxfords.
Yeah, and we must take the van until they invite a 3-seat autopod. Alright.
If you want, I can drive the van and you can take the autopod.
No. I think it's important to
Stick together.
stick together.
I appreciate your sense of camaraderie. Let's go.
Probably a good idea.
All right. So you said the docks is where this guy is going to be, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, no guarantees, but I have run into him there,
Okay.
amongst other places, but
All right. Well, let's head out.
I'll drive.
We know.
it'll make you feel better.
This thing tops out at what? 40 miles an hour?
That's
We're
enough.
going through city streets. What do you want?
To get there with my friends.
Yes. Yes, that's what you want.
Good
That's
attitude.
what I remind myself.
Okay, so we need to like do a whole. We're kind of in the middle of a score right now, so I'm trying to figure out like mechanically what we ought to be doing.
Since it is the same score, I'm still on a loud loadout ultimately. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm still on a quiet.
Which is hilarious because I haven't used anything yet. So I'm like just really overdressed for this bar. As far as equipment wise.
I think all I had was a silent shooter.
Yes.
All right. So, docks, does that mean like literally outdoors on the planks, or is there like a pub or something that you might want to run into them at?
There'll be a pub.
All right.
We don't drink in the rain.
Yeah, what sort of watering hole does this do you find this guy in?
I mean, it's not, ritzy by any means, but
We
No,
weren't
it's
expecting
not. You're in the dock.
that. Yeah.
It's dark.
But-
It's kind of damp.
hmm
Isn't the place you usually go to the Rack and Pinnin? Is that a T?
Huh?
Rack
Where?
and Pinnin?
Name it?
Rack and pinion.
Yeah. Isn't that where you usually go, Uma? Didn't
Sure.
I just pass it back there?
Did you seriously just pass it?
I don't go here. Make a very illegal U-turn.
Does our heat go up?
Not yet.
Not for the U-turn. All right. All right. Well, let's wander in there.
Yeah, what's Jason, what's the ambiance like in here? In this not in here, but in like the whole district maybe.
So the docks. Still here. Sorry.
Oh, this the docs entry in the book actually answers one of my questions from last week. The last Leviathans disappeared long ago. Most cargo goes by rail. So there is no more
Hunted.
electroplasm.
Hunted to extinction. How
Yep. That's our
adequate.
fault. That's our fault.
So yeah, the docks are a shadow of their former glory. As Jazz stated, the last Leviathans disappeared long ago, and most cargo goes by rail or air these days. The hustle and bustle has been replaced by dark alleys, abandoned warehouses, and rustling ships. Fishing boats still ply their trade, however, and a few eccentrics find other ways to make a living from the void sea.
So I know this is a bit above the table. So like the wealth in this district went down because like it was 2-star wealth in the last book. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It makes sense if the industry that supported it collapsed.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's very because I just ran Blades in the Dark last Wednesday for my D&D group, so I was just looking at all these districts. That's really novel, and that I get to see what it's like later, right? I park. I go, well, Uma, lead the way. I will try not to cause any trouble.
Do you think you've ever introduced us to Brackley before?
If you've ever accompanied me to this bar, then I would say it's a good possibility. So
purpose behind the question is I just want to know if we could all look for him or if we have to depend on you to spot him and like we wouldn't recognize him.
It's a good question. I can see where during other jobs he might have come in as someone who might have been helpful.
All right.
Maybe at minimum pointed him out to you guys.
Yeah, we can all look for him. That's the easiest way to go about it. Do we see him here?
So yeah, you are. Oh, yeah, y'all enter this. Did we get a name of this place?
Oh, Race and Pinnin.
Rack and Pinion. Rack and Pinion.
So I just got racing on the mind. You know how it is.
Yeah, I think Cody just picked the name off the map here.
It's all good. So yeah, y'all stroll into the Rack and Pinion. It's like I said, it's dark. There's some dim overhead lights. Like, what time of day are you going here? Like that chase, I imagined being kind of midday.
Yeah, I was thinking late after dinner-ish.
Yeah.
8-ish, 9.
As quick as possible without putting ourselves right back out there immediately, you know?
So you've given time for like the blue to go down.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
But same day for sure. So sun's still up, but not for long. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, sun, like you're like as you pull up to the Rack and Pinion, like the last shades of psychedelic color are just fading into the horizon.
Oh right, pretend sun. Yeah.
Yeah. And a deep darkness is falling over the city. But maybe, well, yeah, it's still pretty dark in this place. It's low lit, like oil lamp, like it's this place. I mean, it seems kind of old. You're not sure, like, if it would still be the like original owners, but it seems like this place has been here for fucking ever, as evident by the heavy warping of the wood, and the most of the lighting in this pub is like oil lamps lit, like they're like hanging oil lamps as opposed to like actual electric lights. Like, not that there's not electricity here, but they're a little old school.
Okay.
It would definitely make it fairly dark.
Oh yeah. It's the sort of place where if you walked in during the day, if you walked in when the blue was full, you wouldn't be able to see shit in here for a few minutes.
Mm.
Right.
Oh, I didn't even know they had lamps like these running on. Is that old school electroplasm? How do they still get that stuff?
No, it's not electroplasm. It's
just
it's
oil.
literal oil.
Oh, my bad. Well, never mind.
Did you say it was whale oil?
No, I just said it was oil because I didn't want to commit.
Oh, I see. I'm gonna say that would definitely have a certain odor to it, having smelled it before.
Probably human oil.
That's disgusting.
Yes.
That probably also exists.
It's disgusting, but setting
definitely.
appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, considering that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a canonical Soylent Green alternative.
How
Or
busy
Soylent
is
Green
it?
Light.
Um,
Yeah, so you'll get in here. I'm assuming you spread out. Like, Uma's hitting the bar because you got to get a little something.
Yeah, definitely hitting the bar. And I was gonna ask the bartender, even if I was gonna ask Benson, just straight up, if he'd seen Brackley. just
Cool,
to save
cool.
time.
Jazz and Oxfords, what are you doing when you get in here? It's not a big pub, but it's not tiny either. Like it's got some grottos and booths.
I think if I know what Brackley looks like and Uma's going up to ask about him, I'll just go the other way when we get in the door and look through the crowd for him.
Okay.
I'll ask Uma to grab me a drink, something easy for me, and I'll grab us a table. I'll try to cop a table that's like quiet and in the corner, or you know, just secluded.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Uma, you hit up to Vincent, just in like Earth terms, you know, for like earthenoids to parse. Okay, what are you ordering?
Uma typically just drinks beer, and I'll get Oxford's an apple martini.
Yeah.
Actually, I probably just serve that there, but
No. That's perfect because that's probably like close to what he wants. So, yeah, Vincent Vincent pulls the beer up, pops the top on it, sets it on the bar, and then you ask for that apple teeny, and he's just like,
Who is
he
this?
looks around a little bit.
not for me.
Seriously?
Not for me.
I mean, I didn't think so, but I mean, he kind of looks under his bar, looks like turns like literally just does a full turnaround, and he starts scanning the back, like the bottles he's got along the back, and he's like, you know, I could, you know what? I'll figure it out.
That's perfect. He probably won't even notice.
Right. So, do you immediately ask about Brackley, or do you wait for your drinks?
I'll probably wait for the drinks so I can ask him as he delivers them. But I won't wait too long. I think that I'm probably on pretty good terms with this bartender.
Oh yeah, no, nothing like that. So while Vincent is putting together whatever this drink is for Oxfords, you feel a tap on your shoulder. It's Brackley.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
What are you doing here? So it's a little early in the night, ain't it?
Yeah, funny. You should ask. I was looking for you.
He gets like kind of a he takes like half a step back. What are you looking for me for?
No. He's up there.
Yeah, well, still.
We're pals. Don't worry about nothing. Look, I'll lean in close. I'll say, look, I've got something that you might want to be a part of. Just give me a moment. Come back with me, and I'll look around and find Oxford's. And come join.
I'm out of frame.
Yeah, there he is. Come join us, and I'll lay it out for you.
Yeah, and if I see that you've found him and are moving to the table, then I will come over as well.
Yeah. So, did y'all get a table or a booth?
Sorry. Whatever was more seclusive. Probably a booth in the corner. As I choked to death in real life.
Well, don't choke to death.
Okay, I'm good.
Just choke a little. Just till your eyes water.
A booth, if that didn't come across.
You know what? The booths are full.
Uh-oh.
Like you're looking at like I'm gonna pull it back a little bit to before Uma gets back with you. Like you're looking around, and you know there's some tables, but they're kind of out in the middle of everything, and all the booths got people in them.
Yeah, is there a group of like college age kids in one of the corner booths? I know this isn't the scene, but you never know.
Yeah, there are.
Be brave.
No, there is like you look around and yeah, you know what? One of those booths, it's not like maybe midway to the back. Yeah, it's actually got a few college kids sitting there. They definitely look a little out of place.
Yeah.
They are not like they don't look like college kids from the docks who are going to college. They look like college kids from Brightstone or Six Towers or something, who are slumming it here for shits and giggles.
Yeah, so I walk up to the youths.
The Utes.
The youths. And I walk up and I come in with hey, seems like this place is kind of cramping your style. They probably don't serve what you're looking for. And I like wrinkle my nose a little.
Hey, nah, man, they got the best. They got my favorite blue ribbon beer here.
Oh, beer. I thought you guys were college students. I thought you guys weren't babies. Here. How about this?
What are you talking about?
I got a small bag of grass, with your name on it. If you just give us this booth for the night and just leave me alone for the rest of it, this is just the lucky spot. Friends are coming over here, and we want to take care of some stuff. So I'll give you this, and you guys can have a wonderful night. And if you don't give me any trouble, have some tabs.
You know what? I'm gonna be, man. Like the lead. Apparently, the lead. Like college bro, like looks at you and he goes, "Why are you trying to pawn off your lawn clippings on me and mine?"
Lawn clippings, you say? It's like, well, if that's not your fancy. These tabs are grade A, and I take one and I ingest it. Like, these will get you through the night.
What do you mean? Get us through the night?
I'll come up on his shoulder and go, "It's illegal drugs."
What is wrong with these kids, man?
I don't know, man. Things are different than when I was in school.
Hey, no, I'm just giving you a hard fucking time, man. Yeah, give us them tabs, and this booth's all yours.
Yeah, these should last you until the blue comes back.
Yeah, sure, man. Whatever, man.
I'll mark off one load for miscellaneous drug.
Yeah, they debarcate.
Nice.
And that's about the time that Uma and Brackley find you both there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
And
guys,
I probably picked up Brackley's favorite booze as well. Probably whiskey.
Oh yeah, like just whiskey, rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty standard shit. Jazz, were you getting anything to drink?
Yeah, I think I'll have an old fashioned, made out of whatever they make those out of in Duskwall.
That's all good.
Probably the same kind of grass, but just turned into whiskey.
Yeah, I'm using like regular booze because I'm not feeling quite creative enough to like bullshit booze.
Oh, it's
cool.
all bullshit booze. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll just, Mr. Brackley, a pleasure. We've met before. I don't know if you recall.
Yeah, I remember you, man. Yeah.
you're
You're that cat from the university.
I am. That's the cat that I am. We're hoping
Does he
you
know
can
you're
help
from
us.
the university? Now that I've said it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my cover. That's not something I would hide.
Well, I mean, just like if he had worked with you and hadn't actually met you in your like undercover. But no, that's
Yeah. Either
Yeah.
way, I think he'd know.
okay. And Oxford's Uma comes back for you with just this, like, I mean, like you asked for like an apple tea, like something fancy, and she comes back with like the goofiest looking fucking drink. Like it's just in this it's like in a brandy snifter, but that thing is like shades of blue and like swirling blue and green. It's got like 3 umbrellas in it, and like this big old curly what do you call them? Curly straws. But they got a name and I can't think of it.
Those have a specific name. Crazy straws?
Might just be curly straw. But yeah, that's what she has brought back for you.
I pinched the bridge of my nose. Oh, I was so worried you were gonna get me some of that piss water you guys drink. Those kids have me so stressed out. I can't even enjoy this pull tab. I pull out some pills, I pop them, and I take them with the alcohol.
Oof.
Oh,
Well, it is so. Like I don't know how Oxford's wants to react to this, but that drink is like whatever like sweetness level you're thinking, because it's fucking sweet.
Yeah,
It's like so much sweeter than that. Like
Yeah,
like Vincent pulled out like managed to pull out like all the rando ass fucking weird liqueurs they've got behind the bar that like why did we got these for like one fucking drink for one guy, but we still have the fucking bottle of liquor?
yeah. I think I definitely just enjoy it because I feel like because I do so many drugs, I don't like alcohol. The fact that I can't taste it is amazing.
Okay. I dig it.
Yeah, like, oh, you're the best.
yeah, you're ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
we all have our vices. I don't judge you for
Yeah.
your piss water.
yeah, so hey, so Uma says you guys got something going on.
Let's have a seat.
Yeah. We found ourselves in possession of certain items which require a buyer.
I don't
We were
Which
like-
may know some.
you know, as you're saying that, he kind of gets up and pulls his pockets out. Like, I don't know why you're talking to me about that. I'm not exactly known for my big spending.
no, but
But
you
are
are
known.
you are known for your work history.
Connections.
Yes. And we thought if you have a connection to, say, D13, that you might be interested in putting us in contact.
Man, you mean all those fucking Duskfall burnouts? Shit. Yeah, I think I know a couple of them. But, you know, what's in it for me?
Well, perhaps the next time you pull your pockets out like that, something will fall out.
It won't be lint.
It'll be drugs. Give them the tabs.
See,
Hey.
I actually imagined that when I
Keep
first
your hard
met,
shit. I may not be in a good place, but no.
Fair enough. We'll put you in for making the introduction 5%. If the sale goes through.
If the sale goes through, I want a full stack.
That depends on how many stacks we get out of the sale ourselves. I
That's
think you
only
mentioned a value for this product out above the table, Jason. I think you mentioned a potential value for this item last week in stacks. Did you do that?
Isn't it like a range for the score payout?
Yes.
I don't remember.
You don't know how much you're going to get for this stuff yet.
Right.
Can
Sure,
you tell
but
us the range at least, Jason, or no?
we could estimate its value. Yeah.
I mean, the range is going to be once you get to the buyer, make the deal. One of you is going to make some sort of action roll, depending on what you're doing, and the result of that is going to be the payout.
Okay.
Which is why I can't tell you right now.
Sure.
Sure.
But also, like, stacks is not an in-universe term, right? It's more just a generic. Sure. Well, all I'm saying is, for the sake of the narrative, can we have like a number that we think we want to get for it, so that we can answer his request of how much he wants for being involved?
I have an idea.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm just gonna say, yeah, baby, you got it, over the table. And that will give everyone an EXP, and I will clear 3 stress.
Oh,
Does it?
it gives
If
everyone.
you think that's appropriate, Jason.
Well,
It does. What does it do?
So, yeah.
mm,
Sorry, my one monitor screwed me with me a little bit. When you agree to an NPC's proposal, even though it complicates the crew's goals, everyone else on the crew marks 1 EXP and you clear 3 stress.
Okay.
Sound good?
If we want to just promise this guy a full stack, even though we have no idea if we're going to be able to deliver that, and that gets us XP, let's do it.
Sounds good.
Well, we can always sell the bike if we need to make up some extra cash.
Sure.
Aw.
Yeah, well,
okay.
it's
I'll get it. Yeah, I'll get that.
that was good. I got to
Yeah,
use my
the
class
only
feature.
reason I'm not giving you like a hard dollar amount for any of this is just because I don't really know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, I don't really know what the currency here is. So that's why I'm trying to use the stacks as a localization of that.
Yeah, I just and I know you're not gonna tell us, but I just vaguely remember there's like a ratio of like, is it higher than our crew level, and then it like puts us in this bracket like of like what dice to roll for fortune. I could be wrong, but that's what I vaguely recall. And it's not a big deal.
Well, we've got it resolved now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be basically probably gonna be like 2 to 7 stacks.
7,
Right.
damn.
If you roll real good, because the D16 is a tier 1 and you're tier 0.
Yeah, got it. Okay. Well, yeah, baby, we'll pay you. Sorry, the tabs are hitting.
Sure. Well, let's go then.
Oh, no, I'm flopping.
If you can make the introduction and the sale gets made, you'll get your stack.
I don't know if I can get you an introduction, but I know I can find out where they are.
That's fine to me.
That
We got
counts.
wheels.
In good faith, try to
I'd
give
say
us an
anything that
introduction.
leads us to being able to speak with them. Fair?
Sure.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Cool. Yeah, so are you all looking to like immediately do this, or are you gonna like finish your drinks?
I've already finished mine.
Immediately, and as I guess it's a straw. So.
I'll pull out a little flask, unscrew it, pour the drink in. Let's go.
All right, to the car. Kids at home, do not drink and drive.
Or
be
do
drinking or
drugs. Don't do tabs and drive.
Anyways,
Correct.
I'm driving.
Yeah, so Brackley's been facing the front door of this place basically the whole time you've been talking. And as you all start to get ready to get up, he goes, "I'll get that. I'll find where they are for you, but I gotta go." And takes off out the back. And when you get up, you see why he took off out the back. Because there's just there's a gang of track-suited fuckers who have just sloughed into this pub.
I lean over to Uma and I ask, "Do we want to do this your way or my way?"
Or do we want to go the highway?
I want to follow Brackley in secret. I want to try and see if I can follow him without him seeing me. Using Prowl.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. I don't know
Okay.
what I'm gonna do.
Then we can cover for you.
Okay.
I'll let you try your way, Oxfords, but only for a minute. Exactly.
How pissed are they?
Well, so do you remember the goons who were operating that roadblock?
I thought they were the cops.
There was cops on one side, goons on the other.
There
got
were authorities on one side and goons on the other.
Lounge
And-
rats or whatever?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, third party. I don't.
These
Okay,
are
okay,
the
okay.
guys manning that roadblock.
Oh,
Maybe
I
not
didn't.
specifically those guys.
I also
always thought
didn't
those were
realize.
authorities. Okay. Okay.
I did.
cool.
I also did not realize there was
That's
a
fair.
third
That's fair,
party.
Jason. I just assumed, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
as they roll in, you recognize that from that brief seeing them on the bridge, you know who these people are. This is the New Dawn. These are some leg breakers for the Blade, the Duskfall 68 equivalent of Scientology.
Jesus.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Certainly
not what
don't
I
think my way's
expected you
gonna
to
work,
say.
Uma.
Pardon?
I said that's not what I expected you to say.
So-
How many are there?
Small gang worth. There's maybe 6 to 8 of them.
Can I have it where Benson and I are good enough friends that I can give him a nod or something? And
To what end?
that between myself and him, we can rile up the crowd and get everybody involved in a bar fight.
Am I frozen?
What,
No.
you're not
Alternatively,
frozen to me.
I have another idea.
Oh no, I like that idea, but you can't just do it.
Fair.
That's you got to action roll for that. So what are you using?
And we don't have to cut away from this right now, but for the record, I am still following the Brackley out the back.
Yep.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what I could do.
And
Okay, yeah.
Sure. So roll me command. You're going to be doing risky standard.
okay, I just want to check something else really quick. Not that. We call that team. Yeah. Okay. So 2 dice for that. A 5 and a 4.
Ooh, nice. So yeah, you absolutely are able to give Vincent, and Vincent knows you're good for it. You know, you come here all the fucking time. You're able to give him that signal. Thing is, these goons from the New Dawn absolutely see you do that. So the bar brawl is gonna happen, but they know that all those goons see you two and are moving towards you two.
I don't think I can use my sleeping pills anymore.
I think was that my only? Oh crap! What did I do? Oh, nothing. I just clicked on the wrong thing. I have something called go-go pills or something.
Imagine that's
What is that?
that's like the stand-in for the rage juice.
I think so. Pocket full of go-go pills.
Yeah.
I
So
like
you could probably assume is like speed or PCP.
So, Xanthra Pharma's finest uppers for when you need pure explosive energy. You'll run your mouth. You'll run your mouth and take the passing harm jittery when they wear off.
Uma, remind me, do you have that ability that you like destroy an entire room of people?
Oh, I do have War Machine.
All right.
Yeah, when I push myself, I can engage an improbable number of enemies in a ballet of violence. I would definitely like to do that.
And what load do you have for your thing?
I have a loud load, so I've got grenades and an SMG.
Okay, I'll spend 2 load, and I'll say, I'll pull out my trench coat shotgun and set it on the table and say, "We're doing it your way." And I put the shotgun on the table for you to decide what you want to do with that. If you want to threaten them, I could like kind of lead a team action, where I can. Well, I don't have command. I could sway them and say, "We can do this the messy way, or we can sit down and talk." At that point, I'll use my sleeping pills.
Your sleeping pills?
I'm hoping for a sway roll or a team action of some kind.
I don't know what are you doing?
What? I put my shotgun on the table for Uma to pick up, and I shout at them. We can either talk, or we can make a mess.
Right, Cody. It is the players that decide what the action roll.
Yeah, and I said, and sway is what I thought. I said it already. My fault.
Okay, no, it seemed like y'all were kind of going a few different directions. So I was
fair.
trying to get you to tell me one thing you're doing.
Well, do you want to try team action, Cindy or Uma?
Oh, you're doing a team action?
Well, I'm trying to get Uma's input.
That. I mean, because you're up anyways, and I'll grab that shotgun.
I mean, you're both up if you want to be.
Yeah, I just feel like my thing that I want to do to support negates her thing, so I just want to make sure. If she really wants to beat them up, we can. I just want to make sure that she's okay with that.
Well, this bar is about to descend into generalized chaos.
Cindy, it's your call. What are you doing?
Well, I feel like if he's going to do that, this would be his only opportunity.
Okay.
Honestly.
Yeah, okay. Because
after that, the chaos ensues. And
that's true. We can always fight if they don't want to talk. Or you guys can always fight. I'm out of here. Yeah.
So.
I mean, will reiterate that there is a bar brawl about to happen.
That's true.
That has already been
That's
instigated.
already happened,
So,
yeah.
I mean, I guess that is true. I did already push that line.
We should just walk out the back door. Yeah, maybe.
Are you gonna
Or
run?
fight everybody.
Look at me and my pretty face and my gaunt skeletal structure. I'm not.
Oh, you decide what you're gonna do.
I can be a shotgun and I walk out
Let's-
expecting you to just devastate everybody.
Let's all do our own separate things because I'm already gone anyway, so you guys can
Right.
split up too.
All right, I hand you the shotgun. I say I'll be out back. Call me if you need me in here, because I'm not really one. I'm not. You know, I'm not good at this kind of stuff.
Right.
All right.
And I'll use my war machine
Okay, well, before you do that,
when it's
Oxford,
when it's time.
how are you getting out of here?
Is the back door? So I figured we were in the back because that's like kind of where the seclusion is, right? Or no?
No, as
No.
I stated, you're more mid. You were more mid to the booth you were using was more mid to the location.
If the fight hasn't started yet,
It's about to start,
yes,
and those
but it
guys are going to
hasn't.
come right for you.
yep.
Like, you're going to have to action roll to get away.
I know. Come on, man. Let me get my thing out.
I'm sorry.
uh,
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think
I'm
on the
sorry.
fly. It's okay. Yeah, I'm kind of on the spot, so I gotta think a little bit. So if no one is throwing the first punch and they're walking at me, I probably have enough time to get up and like either run or briskly walk out. I'll use finesse, but does that seem feasible?
Yeah, well, I mean, I say this because the moment you get up and try and get out, they're going to run at you. Like, at least a couple of these guys are going to come after you. They're not just going to go, oh, he's getting away, we'll keep moseying over. They're going to go, oh, yeah, like, get that fucker.
Yeah, and
So-
this is where
so
I will
yeah,
lean on
finesse is
Uma
fine.
holding a shotgun.
So they're coming. This is you. This isn't her.
Yeah, but she's not necessarily just gonna let two people run past her.
She's
right?
got other. Cody, she's got other people to deal with.
Okay.
Eight of them or something.
Well,
And
I'll
no,
just.
finesse-
I'll
If
just-
you're
I'll try
gonna-
to slip
if
out.
you're gonna run-
That.
If you're gonna run, you gotta run. But
Yeah,
you know,
I
it's
ultimately
gonna
I am right.
Yeah.
So,
it's gonna just affect your position on the roll.
that's fine.
So yeah, I'm gonna say. You know, with the brawl starting, I'm gonna say this is gonna be say desperate standard.
Oh, standard. Okay, cool. That's more generous than I thought. And finesse is fine still.
Yeah.
Oh, double twos.
Dang.
So yeah, those guys, yeah, you make to get out, but like I said, there is a bar brawl that is starting to break out, and that's a little more difficult to get through than not bar brawl. So you are waylaid by that when these guys just come all up on you. You know, fucking pipes and all.
I just take sleepies, no pills needed.
And yeah, like enjoy a major like pipe to the chest.
Okay. What do we want to call that? Just pipe wound? Pipe to the chest.
Just it's they're smacking you around with a metal pipe.
Yeah.
I have pipe to the head from last session, so we're twinsies.
Okay, cool.
What
Pipe
about-
to chest. There you go. I don't need that extra word. Okay. Okay. And I failed, right? So I'm not actually outside. Ultimately.
Oh no, you are definitely you got nowhere near outside.
Yeah. Hmm.
But Uma,
Okay. So I am going to use War Machine,
mm-hmm.
which will give me another dice to skirmish. And I want to use also training.
So do you still have one of your trainings?
Oh, I don't. Do I?
I don't know.
I had to refill this out. I know I used armor and at least one of those.
Well, let's say you still had one.
Let me make sure to click that. And what I want to do. So I assume that the goons that just hit Oxfords are within my reach.
I mean, relatively, but there's also like a few other of these goons who are like coming directly for you.
Closer. Okay. All right. I don't know how many of these guys I can hit. I'm not going to shoot them. I'm going to, because I don't want collateral damage. I want to take the butt of the gun and hit as many of them as I can.
Well, all right, so let me check real quick. Are you war machining?
I am war machining.
Okay. Do you have anything like? I mean, I am totally fine with the shotgun. Like, if you're just gonna beat them with a blunt end of that shotgun, that's cool. But I mean, do you have anything else that might be? I mean, if you want to do that, that's cool. I like it.
I think I do have a blade as well, but I picked up the shotgun, so it doesn't make sense for me to switch in the middle of the melee, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, more like you didn't have to fully the shotgun right away, knowing what you're getting into.
That's true.
But no, if you're gonna just try and beat him with that shotgun,
I just use a shotgun.
Yeah, so I am gonna give you that at Desperate Standard.
All right.
There's a few guys, you're fucking badass, but thing is, New Dawn's also tier 4, tier
right.
0.
All right.
Damn.
I didn't know that. I might have stayed. No, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here.
So I've got a 6 and a 4, my highest. 6, 4, 3, 2.
Well, fuck a doodle do.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that's that 6 is gonna get you some stuff. Yeah, you just fucking and you're trying to you're trying to refrain from collateral damage.
Specifically with scatter shooting, a shotgun and a bar.
Yeah, no, that 6 absolutely you start just laying into these guys you're half-handing it, just beating them, and you are giving them the business. Yeah, you're giving them the business. I think this is going to be like a 2-count clock in my head for dealing with these guys. But as you're giving them the business, Jazz, you've snuck out back.
Yep.
Before all this went down. So,
yes. My intention at that time was to, and still is, to use Prowl to try and follow Brackley to wherever he's going from here without being seen.
Yeah, I'm going to say, risky. So let's do a basic risky standard on that.
Why did a baby just come into frame?
What?
Is there like a picture of a baby off to your left, Cindy? You're muted.
I got really scared when he said that.
It's on a it's on a box.
It's on a box.
It's on a storage box.
And you've got like an auto follow on your webcam, I think.
It must be. I
When
didn't
you
realize
left, when you left frame, a baby floated in.
That's horrifying. I'm so glad I didn't see that.
Oh man! Oh, go back and watch it on the video.
Now who's tripping?
It's going to be around an hour and 1 minute. Oh man. Okay. Sorry. So you said risky what?
Basic risky standard.
Okay. Rolling 2. Got a 6.
Awesome. Yeah, you are able to keep on he butt without he knowing.
Awesome.
Yeah, mark me one of those new buyer ticks.
Outstanding. Yeah. I'm marking it, and you can move on. It's just going to take a second.
So, yeah, going back to this brawl, Uma's cleaning up, but Oxford's, you are in a bit of a state. What are you doing with these goons who are still giving you the business?
I have an idea. It's a bit of a stretch. So, I was trying to figure out what elements of the paranormal still exist in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really bad because I'm reading parts of the book. I'm trying to figure out if I can use a tune to kind of summon an occult anomaly, which are listed in the book. I don't know if they're intended for you to be able to do that or not. But you want the page number?
Yes, please.
Okay. 198. It's kind of a lot to read.
No,
Ultimately, I want to summon a minor anomaly or a standard anomaly, which is something that a minor usually affects one person, standard affects a room generally, and that'll be a couple pages down. And I want to do some kind of loop to kind of reset the room so we can all leave. Because I don't want to get hit in the chest anymore.
Okay, well, so first thing I'm going to kind of ask here is, how are you doing this while you're getting beat by a couple guys?
Well, I have paranormal implements, and I don't know what the limitations of the occult or magic are. Right?
So let me reiterate my question. How are you doing this while a couple of guys are beating you with pipes?
Well, as far as okay, let me put it this way: a wizard can cast spells while they're getting beat up.
That very much depends. That very much depends on the game.
You, if it's not feasible, that's totally cool. I essentially want to do.
What I'm asking is, do you have an idea of something that you would do while like
interacting
you
with the
in the
world?
middle of getting fought?
Other than like pulling out whatever paranormal implements that might be, whether it's like some voodoo potion or script, I would do that and then try to force an anomaly. If that's not how magic works, that's fine.
What if What if you do a flashback to set up an implement that does this?
That's how the game works.
Yeah.
We cheat. Okay. Okay. I would like to use a flashback to I have a feeling something was going to affect my trip in a super negative way.
No,
so
that's yeah. So
yeah. So I'm getting it. Sorry, Jay, I'm a little long-winded right now.
Yeah.
So like before we even entered the building, I drew a giant chalk circle and like smoked a blunt while walking a lap around the bar, equivalent of saging it.
Why always the drugs?
Well, yeah, I mean, Thank you, Jason, or thank you, Steve, and thank you, Jason, for getting me there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what I want. So whatever you're setting up to do,
Yeah.
So it's at this point it's gonna need to be something that you can like basically pull out and just click and it goes.
Yeah.
So what specifically are you trying to make happen here?
So can I like set up like a key phrase or like a key action where like when I flip my lighter, it like triggers the kind of thing I set up to, which is the deja vu? Because I just
Okay, no, I like that, but what specifically do you want what specifically do you want this anomaly to do?
Okay, so what I want it to do is take everybody in the room, so it wouldn't affect our friend and Jazz because they're not in the room, and it would put them back where they were physically like 30 seconds ago, but still in the room. I know that's a lot. I'm grasping.
Does it erase their memories as well?
I don't think it says deja vu, so not really.
Okay.
Yeah. So loopers reads a single psychic imprint captures in the resonance field, repeating over and over, no will of its own. I know that's a bit much. It is still dangerous because electrical discharge from its plasmic form.
Where are you reading this looper thing?
Are you on that page 198?
Oh, I was on I had moved over to 202.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotcha.
And if that's too much, that's okay. I've thought of a class 1 disturbance that might help.
So I like it. I'm being quiet because I'm trying to think of how to what I'd want you to roll for that.
Yeah.
And B, how much stress I'm going to charge you for it.
I can tell you one thing to make it easy. If it, you will probably trigger a deadlock, no matter what. That's how stressed out I am. So makes it easy.
I'm pretty aware of that.
I don't think you can go over though, right? If you go over, it just falls off, right?
Yeah. Well, and you also did relieve 3 stress earlier when you did your yeah, baby.
I am at 7 still, or I'm 3 away from max, whatever.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I have 3 left, and I would get stressed. I would deadlock at 4, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, does deadlock put me out for the rest of the score, like how it does?
I think it would put you out for the scene.
Okay.
But that is a really good question, and
Jason, do you want me to look up the answer to that?
I would love for you to look up the answer to that because I am trying to think of other things right now.
That's what I thought.
So while you're looking, so you see the anomaly class on 198.
No, I totally see what you were looking at now. Thank you very much for the reference.
And you see the examples of anomalies as far as on 201.
Yeah, no, the capture the repeating over and over. It has no will of its own. Yada yada. I'm trying to because if this were a different system, I would say, I want you to get like if you're regularly you need 1 success to do something, I'd say, I want you to get 2 successes to do it.
Why don't we just do that?
And I'm trying to figure out how to do that in this, in a way that's not going to be, that's not going to require you to crit something.
Okay, let's try this, Jason. If I may suggest something.
Yeah.
So how about I will roll twice, and if I succeed, I succeed. As far as an anomaly happening, and if I succeed again, I get the anomaly I wanted. And if not, I can roll an anomaly on this table that I find on 202. And we have to roll with that. How's that
So I'm not going to go that random.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is, I like the rolling twice. So let's have, you're going to roll it. I'm assuming you're rolling a tune twice.
Yeah.
We're going to, since you did this before you came in, terms, I'm going to say controlled standard, because you did this before you came in, before all this shit was going down. And we need 2 successful rolls, and it is going to cost you 3 stress at the end of this.
The answer to the deadlock question on per page 5 of the PDF, it puts you out for a few minutes or maybe the rest of the scene.
Okay. Awesome. Okay.
A moment,
in
2
that
moments,
case,
or maybe the rest of the scene.
I'm sorry. If I don't, I take the stress irregardless because of the flashback, right? So I take 3 right now.
Mhm.
Okay. Would you like a devil's bargain, maybe? As I will probably die if I fail, anyways.
You don't know. Uma's there to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already been hit with a
come on.
chest, man. I'm distraught.
Them's the breaks, Cody.
Sorry, Jason. Do you say yes or no?
Sorry, I think I'm going to say yes, but I want to. Oh yeah, but why can't they just tell me the good, like what good page this is on, and not give me like 8 pages of bullshit?
Over
I just
annotated
want to find the
index.
page where it's like, oh, this is the general doing devil's bargains, as opposed to like, oh, here's where we talk about it once.
Right.
Okay.
I noticed that too.
Page 192 says offer a devil's bargain. Think of a fun complication or reckless decision. Offer them a bonus
Yeah.
die in exchange.
Yeah.
132. Did you say that?
21.
132 has examples.
192 is what I was just reading, and I guess there are a lot of places.
Yeah, that's hence my quick reference frustration. Cody, which page did you say?
132 has the examples.
It's totally going to have those too.
It's a very dynamic scene. I'm very excited to die.
Which? Are you talking this 132?
The Dropbox says page 140. The page in the book says 132.
Got a
Yeah, the
screenshot.
Dropbox file.
Got a screenshot from a rules reference page I have from olden times, which I will drop in the
Yeah,
description.
I've got. I was just looking at. I was trying to figure out what I've got. Flashback stuff on 132.
So-
Oh, sorry. This is called shots. Failing
What?
a called shot. What the hell?
Called shots. Well,
Oh,
I have a rules reference page, and it gives a bullet list of examples: collateral damage, unintended harm.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
Sir,
That's
I'm
on
looking
page
at a thing called
21.
called shots. I'm sorry. I don't.
It's all good.
I just looked up bargain and it brought me here.
Yeah. You know what? I'm totally gonna. Yeah, you can totally get an extra die for a devil's bargain. Steve, can you put up a new, let's say, 4-count clock?
Okay.
Okay. Just put devil horns there, maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of not on the nose, but
These dice are going
Let's
away.
do getting close to the outside.
Because I didn't call the
Basically.
dice rigged.
Oh, it's not fuck Cody.
Well, no, it's supposed to be. He's getting
Fuck
into, like,
Oxford.
he's getting into like the magic stuff, and he's touching something a little else.
Oh, outside of the world. Got it.
Yes.
Keep your hands to yourself, Cody.
And
I mean,
Hey, I just push drugs. I don't do any of that other stuff. Okay. Well, all of that for a 2.
and really, you got a 2 on one of the rolls.
I got 2 on both of the rolls, man. Sorry. I only rolled one of the things. I rolled the
Okay,
flashback.
I was gonna say, wait, like this is supposed to be 2 action rolls, so give me the second action roll.
Okay, I gotta find another dice because I officially threw them in jail.
it's fair.
All right. Okay. Okay, and this one's a 5.
Oh,
Just for my edification, the 2 rolls are for one for the attune roll in the flashback and one for when he's doing it in real time.
so we're doing 2 rolls in the flashback, just kind of back to back, because I can't think of a more elegant way to express what I want to do.
Copy.
But Cody, I am gonna give you this. At that 2, it's still gonna cost you 3 stress for this.
Yep. Okay,
But
I
I'm gonna
took
give
those.
you the option to pull out.
All right, I'll just take my ass beating.
No, you can keep going because the second one will give you. It won't be as nice a anomaly, but
Alright.
it'll still give you something. But I want to give you that option to go because you're in control of the situation. You get started and it's not going super great. So
Alright.
if you want to back out, you can.
All right. I think fuck it, we ball. I think we go.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, I'm so terrified right now, dude.
All right, so yeah, you're not going to get the full weird everyone resets everywhere anomaly,
Okay.
but for just like a few seconds, everyone but you and Uma start looking around like, wait, wasn't I over there? Like that, like everyone's thoughts have been transported back 30 seconds.
I also like to imagine someone was throwing a punch, but now because they think they're somewhere else, they just punched a random person.
Oh no, they're not somewhere else. Everyone's right where they were, but everyone just stopped
Okay.
and went, wait, where am I? What am I like? Wait, wasn't I punching that guy a second ago?
Am I aware? Do I know?
You and Uma
Cool.
are totally good, except you just took your 3 stress.
Yeah.
Does that
No,
lock
it
in your keys?
So that puts me at that fills it. I don't have to go over or no, filling it does it.
That's a really good thing to. That's a really good question, Cody.
It's when you run out of stress. Mark the last stress box. Your character has reached a moment of crisis.
Oh, okay. So I'll trigger the deadlock, but technically they should have triggered last time because I was running on a bad assumption. My fault.
Okay. Yeah. So what's gonna happen is, you set this off. Also, I don't think Steve heard me. When we set up that getting outside clock, I wanted you to tick one of them.
Oh, cool.
I like how you have that
And-
with the apostrophe.
Thanks.
And as minor consequence for the second roll, tick another one.
Okay.
Is that a positive consequence or
No,
just
this
not?
is not a positive consequence. New fire is positive. Like you touching weird outsider shit, that's not positive. But at that point, you trigger that. Everyone goes a little bibbity for a few seconds. You just you get real lightheaded, and just drop. Uma, you have a window. What do you want to do? Oxford's has just created a very nice window where the guys you were beating the shit out of just kind of go a little slack, they get really confused, and you notice everyone in the pub is looking a little fucking confused, and then you notice that Oxford's is on the floor.
Can I grab him and run out the back door?
Yeah. I don't know. You can do that, right?
That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Awesome. Yeah.
He's skinny enough. I think I can throw him over my shoulder.
I'm a pretty gaunt
no,
guy. I imagine I'm pretty light. The jacket's the heavy part.
Let me see what I'm gonna roll for that.
The jacket, and he's a little awkward sized wise.
I'm gonna.
But no, he created a really good window there to get you all through, and you were absolutely able to beat feet out the back of the pub before everyone else is figuring their shit out.
No roll required?
No roll required.
Okay. I assume that Jazz is far enough away.
Oh, Jazz is nowhere in sight.
Right.
I'm a ghost in the wind.
Yeah. I'm gonna get us to the van as quick as possible, get in and tear out of there.
So Steve, do you mind if I call break?
I was going to ask you to.
Cool. So but before we call break, where are you headed with Oxford's?
Oh. Sorry, go ahead. For some reason, I thought that was a question for me, and I was confused.
I think back to our hideout.
Okay, awesome.
It's probably the best bet because he's unconscious, and I don't know where the hell Jazz went.
No, that's good. So yeah, Uma and Oxford's are Uma's taking Oxford's back home, and Jazz is following Brackley. And we are going to take our 10. We'll be back at around 4 or 5 after.
All right.
And I am excited to see y'all there.
Yeah, this was. Sorry I took up so much time. I'm so excited.
It was worth it.
Oh, I liked it. I liked it.
All right, we'll see everyone in 10. Welcome back.
Hey, it's us. We're back.
Indeed.
We are all back, except I am significantly more self-sacrificing.
So I'm kind of curious. What key did Oxford's deadlock?
So I deadlocked loyal, which deadlocks into self-sacrificing.
Ooh, okay.
So
I like it.
Yeah, so on the example, and this is mainly for them, on the example playbooks, they have a ton of paired deadlock examples, and you can be loyal and deadlock into like traitor, which is like the opposite, or you can deadlock into its extreme self. And I wanted one of each, so that's what we went with there, and I'm excited.
No, that's why I was kind of curious. That's why I was asking, because I remember when Patty was giving me all those keys on the other day, and I was like, okay, well, this one just isn't like this one. Like, I want it to be more of like a descriptor, and it's not in there at all. Okay, what's a way to take like a team player and make them really extreme and then invert it?
So, but I will say, I am one confident key tick from getting to undeadlock it pretty quickly. So, we'll see if we can trigger all the mechanics as Steve likes to get me to do.
Well, wait, what are you close to getting deadlocked?
So when you fill out 3 ticks on a key, you can it like unlocks a deadlock, a separate one.
Oh, you can turn the key.
Yeah, turn the key. That's how they have it noted in the book. Yeah, you're right. So,
okay, well, one of the things I'm going to point out with that, Cody, is I believe you can only mark those once per session.
You're right. Once per session when you hit a key. Yeah.
Oh, so I shouldn't have been able to have 2 points in the confidence at this point?
Well, you would if you would hit the so when you hit the key once per session, when you showcase one of your keys through play, tell the rest of the table, mark the key on your character sheet, and mark 1 XP in any track.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I should not. It sounds like I shouldn't have done it twice, and that's kind of a mistake on my part.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Yeah. Okay. So, so we're gonna. Okay. Well, I'll.
Yeah. So let me put that back to where I wanted it.
For the sake of tonight, are you gonna let me still necessarily try and hit that 3rd key to unlock, or no? You want me to keep it as it's no big deal either way.
I'm just gonna have you like not.
Okay. Cool.
I
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out where I'm putting Jazz right now.
Okay. Cool. I got it. I got what you want from me.
You're good, man. You're good.
I'm posing on a rooftop, looking down at him, watching him walk along. He's probably jittery. He seemed like a jittery guy.
He's a little
I'm just sitting here imagining in my head this guy just walking through alleyway after alleyway while Jazz just peers around from behind a trash can. Now he's in a window. Now he's up on a fire escape. Now he's around a different corner. Now he's in a trench coat with a pipe.
Yeah, so he actually tracks you, like, you track him down through Crowfoot into Charter Hollow.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, he's not just going around the corner, at least, right now.
Sure.
So, why did I fucking click away from that? So, Charter Hollow... Yeah, so Charter Hollow, as the brief description says, is a crowded district of big concrete housing projects. And let's go there. Yeah, it's less wealthy than the docks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. It's called Charter Hollow in the book, because I noticed you were saying Charter Hollow.
Wait,
called
is it
Char Hollow on the It's Char Hollow on the map. On the map,
but
it's Char Hollow.
I will.
No, it's Char Hollow in. Okay, where are you looking? Where it's Char?
Okay.
I will be right back.
Okay, no, we're mixing up Charter Hall and Char Hollow. Yeah. Okay.
I mean Char Hollow.
Copy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two
I mean
districts south. Char Hollow.
Yes.
Copy.
Thank you. I totally missed that I added some letters to that.
Yeah, and then I found it and missed that I had mentally removed a couple letters at the end. I'm like, Charter Hall in the book and Char Hollow on the map.
Ow. So yeah, that's not like if it was a little earlier in the evening, there'd be laborers returning home from work, shouting greetings to friends and families, the loud rattle and ding of busy gambling machine halls. all that kind of shit. But now it's getting a little late now, and the district has kind of died down some. You're following this guy through narrow alleyways, like just covered in walls of graffiti, up and down dilapidated concrete steps, until he slips into one of these housing projects.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely follow him in, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So,
I mean, if he goes into a house, I'm not going to follow him in there. But if he's just turning into like a housing project, I'm going to continue to try and sneak after him.
Well, yeah, he totally slips in. You move to follow him. The door's locked.
Okay. So he goes into like a building.
Yes.
Copy.
Like he goes into one of those big ass, brutalist as fuck concrete housing blocks.
Okay. So, but this is residential. Now, that doesn't always mean that he lives here. He probably lives here or is going to see someone who lives here. Or it could be like one of these places is being used as a headquarters or a satellite operation. I know earlier we mentioned that I had the silent shooter, but I forgot I also last session pulled out a pump action scatter gun on the guy on the barge, which means I'm done with my load. I have nothing else on me. So I don't think I can get in. Unless I want to try and wreck the door or something.
I am perfectly willing to say that you were able to get another silent shooter. While you were back at base for a couple hours.
I would have assumed... Well, maybe I don't understand what a shooter is. I would have assumed I still had the same one. Isn't it just a gun?
Didn't you lose that gun?
Did I win?
When that guy knocked it out of your hand.
It knocked it out of my hand. You're right, yeah. I forgot about that. Okay, so I can have it still, but that doesn't help with what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe I pull out something and pick the lock, but I don't. I would like to walk around the building, look for another point of entry. Maybe a fire escape or something like that.
So I'm going to give you a little. I want to give you a little more on this door before you start moving around.
Okay.
So the door here, like you saw Brackley walk up, do the lock, and go through. Or at least do the handle and go through. Like, he must have unlocked it. Maybe he's been here a few times and he's got it down kind of pat. But there is, next to the door, a little wall of buzzers of various, with various apartment numbers and names on them. If you looking through the door, it's one of those glass doorways. You can see that there are words for things that you get post boxes. There's it looks kind of like the PO box walls at a post office because there's so many of them.
Right.
Okay. So that's where Brackley walked through. Sorry, I cannot keep his name in my head to save my life. I mean, this is like probably maybe like a quarter of a block sized building, like city block,
Sure. Big.
as opposed to like suburb block.
Right.
So it's gonna it takes you a little minute to do a patrol around it. Some stuff you notice is that there are lights in some of the windows. Like it doesn't seem like this is like some sort of abandoned building. You do find you totally find a gated subterranean parking garage. It's got a chunky old metal gate that's all the way down. And on and like so like think like the building's kind of a rectangle if you were looking straight down at it. And there are fire escapes on each end cap.
I would like to look a little closer at the parking garage entrance. Is it within the technology of this world to have like an automated garage door opener with like a button and then it opens, or is this like people have to get out and unlock it and open it?
I think there would. I'm gonna say clicker.
Clicker.
You know what? No, not a clicker. There is
like
a box.
Okay,
yeah, there's a box that they have to input some sort of code into.
Okay, but it is an automatic opener.
Yes.
I would like to take out my newly reacquired shooter and aim for the chain. See if I can shoot the chain out. Except I'm so bad at shooting.
Well, first, if you're doing this, I'm going to say it's, excuse me, very controlled limited.
Okay.
If you can get it, you're going to get it. But otherwise, it's probably not going to, like, it's not going to help you too much. On the other hand, what's your rec?
0.
Oh.
Rec and skirmish are both 0.
I was going to say, if you've got rec, like, that would be perfect for this.
It would. Yeah, I'm going to rethink this. I don't think this is the way to go. I'll go up a fire escape, as was my original idea.
Okay. How are you getting up to that fire escape?
So there are alleys around here, so I'm going to look for trash cans or dumpsters, stack them up, and jump up to the fire escape. And then once I'm up there, look for a unlocked window.
Okay.
Hopefully in the hallway, because most apartment buildings I've been in that have fire escapes, you get onto it from the hallway, not someone's apartment.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't some like tiny little like New York brownstone.
Right.
You know, this is a like an apartment block.
Right.
So yeah, it would absolutely make sense that the fire escape connects to, you know, just general hallways in the general halls inside. Are you just doing that?
Unless there is some opposition to it, yeah, I'm just gonna go up and look in a window and see where I find nobody looking back at me and climb in.
Okay. Yeah, it takes you a little minute to move some of them dumpsters and shit around. But yeah, you are able to get up onto that fire escape, clamber up. About. Just give me a sec. Yeah, like you get like I'm assuming you're checking the doors as you go, and the first one, like when you get to the first floor, nothing, locked. Second floor, locked. Third floor, it's actually propped open a little bit.
Hey. What is propping it open? Like a brick or like the just the built-in doorstop or
It looks like someone closed it gently enough that the latches didn't go.
this is where he is. I'm gonna open the door and look in there.
Yeah, you head in. You see like just a hall going all the way down. I mean, it's got to be like maybe like 20 domiciles to a side. So like maybe like 10 doors down, then you'd hit the central area where there's stairs on one side, elevator on the other, and then it looks like there's another 10 apartment doors going down beyond that.
Okay. I have point in hunt. I wonder if I can use hunt for anything here.
Ooh. Well, you did kind of lose his trail earlier, but
Yeah.
you're pretty sure he's in this building.
I'm pretty sure he's in this building, and if he doesn't live here, if he's here to do something shady, that's the kind of person who might intentionally leave a door unlatched. So that's why I feel like this is maybe better chance than any other floor. This is the floor.
Huh?
What I'd like to do first, I want to look up that action in the book. I want to see hunt in the book.
Hunt a target, gather information about its location and movements, attack with precision shooting from a distance.
Okay. Well, the first part of that may be relevant. I will, in a manner that is as silent as possible, while at the same time not like visibly sneaking, because I'm just in a big hallway. I'm going to walk as though I belong here, but try to keep it quiet. And just walk down the hallways, glance at every door, and see if I see anything that might tip me off to where shady dealings may be happening, or where someone just went in. So I'm thinking of this like if, maybe... I think this is an urban myth, but, my dad used to tell me when you see the shoes thrown over the telephone wires, that means there's a drug den nearby. I'm looking for clues of that nature as to where this guy might be.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Were you checking with Hunt?
Yeah, I'm going to use Hunt for that. And I've got one dot in it.
I'm going to say risky limited. Like
Fair.
it's if they were really on to you, it would be desperate. And it's but you're not in total control of the situation.
Right.
And it is your ground isn't quite as solid as you might want it to be.
Yeah, it the ruling makes sense. Here we go.
Do you want to push?
I don't, because I don't want to ever push if I can't use wet work, and there's no justification for wet work in this scene. That's the one that lets me do a superhuman action or an improbable shot.
Oh, I mean,
I'm real high on stress. I'm 3 away from maxing out on my stress.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I pushed a bunch of times last session.
Okay. Well, how many dice are you rolling?
1. And it came up 1.
Oh. Dang.
All right. Well,
Rocks. Jazz rocks.
so I'm gonna give you a similar
Effect?
No, a similar to what I gave Cody earlier. Oh wait, no, that was controlled. Okay, yeah, no, never mind. I was looking at something else. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, you start walking down this hall, and when you passed through, when you came into the building, there was a real strong tobacco smell, or whatever the fuck pipeweed these people smoke. And you're thinking like, I got this shit. So, and it goes straight to it's like 4th door on the left. That's where that you can smell it going there.
Cartoon style.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right.
So, do you want to push?
Why not?
Devil's
yeah.
bargain, maybe.
Nah,
no. This is still part of the this is still kind of part of the consequences of that roll.
Ah, fair.
Okay.
So yeah, you roll up to that door all high on your own supply. The fuck what you're doing. You know how to find this dude. You know what's going on here, and you just on that door, and you hear some some rummaging around inside. Someone's moving around, but they're not saying anything. You don't hear them approaching the door, and you start pounding on that door some more, and this time someone approaches, and before they open the door, what do you want to say to them?
I want to back up a second, because you said, do you want to push? And I thought you were asking me, I thought you were giving me a second chance to push the roll.
Oh no, I mean push it, or do you want to walk away from this door?
I would not knock on the door.
Okay.
My intention in this whole pursuit was to be unseen, so I would not knock on the door. If I smell tobacco going to this door and that's all that gets me, and then I don't knock, then what happens?
That's not all it's going to get you.
Sure. I do not know what I could do next. I think I have to just admit that I've lost to this guy, because all I've got is a door that smells like tobacco, and that could be anyone's tobacco. So I think I would probably just turn around and head out, because I tried to follow the guy. I know what building he went into, and that's that's reasonable information. We can start from there, maybe when I reconnect with the others.
Which way are you going out?
So the door that I came through from the staircase, I'd like to go back to that door. No, you know what? I'll just head straight to the end of the hall and get on the fire escape. There's no reason to go downstairs and then get on the fire escape.
Okay, yeah. So you turn back to head towards the fire escape, and there is a door open, and there is this like middle-aged lady looking right at you, seeing all kinds of you.
Ah,
All kinds of you.
You don't live here. What are you doing here?
Oh, jeez.
I know everyone who lives in this building. I don't know you. What are you doing here?
looking for you.
I don't know you. It's so late. What you're not looking for me.
I'm looking for anyone who likes to take care of their neighbors because I'm here collecting signatures for the neighborhood watch. Now the guy in here, he wasn't very pleasant. He took my clipboard from me, so I'm gonna have to go. But I appreciate you and what you do, watching out for your neighbors here like this. And I just want to say, when I get a chance, I'm going to come back and I'm knocking on your door first because you're the kind of person who cares about others.
Do you say that all to her?
Absolutely.
Okay, the moment you say I'm knocking on your door first,
yeah,
she goes right back into her apartment. You can door slams and you can hear the deadbolts.
I'm running for the fire escape.
That's probably for the best.
Do you think I can check my key on charismatic there, or was that an absolute failure to be charismatic?
So basically, that was the consequence of your hunt roll.
Sure, absolutely, it was.
It was major consequence plus no reward, and that major consequence is she is calling the fucking cops on you right now.
There are phones here? Okay, I'm running. I didn't think we had. I didn't think we had phones. Yeah, I'm running.
It's the late '60s. They had phones in the late.
Yeah,
60s.
of course they did.
Landlines.
Of course they did. I thought that I just talked to her enough that she's like, "Fuck this, I'm out," and locked the door, which is close enough for me. Either way, I'm.
Oh no, like that, like saying like, "Oh, when I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna knock on your door." She took that as an absolute threat.
That is weird on her part, but I'm still going.
Whether you meant it or not, that's
Yep.
how she took it. And yeah, so I am personally running pretty low right now.
Okay.
I'm kind of ready to call it. I know we didn't get as far as I would have liked us to get.
Sure.
But I'm running a little done.
Well, since it is so early and we're not going to have a chance to get Cody back for another session of this, do you want to fiat a narrative tag on the end of this? Talk about what ends up happening?
Yeah, I mean, basically, eventually you're going to get that new buyer clock up. I don't know how you're going to do it because honestly, I can't think of good stuff to put in your path on it. But yeah, you get back to base. Probably a little harried by the rapidly approaching fuzz. I don't remember if the blue coats are still a thing, but
I think it's something else now.
Yeah, I think it's something else, but I don't remember what. But yeah, that's you get back, you get out of there by the skin of your teeth. In like another day or so, Brackley totally gets back to you. hooks you up with a contact to the D13, which is who he was going to in that apartment block. They've got a couple of those apartments kind of knocked out, and that's where they're squatting.
That's what I suspected.
Yeah.
Something of that nature is what I suspected.
Like you're probably still gonna have some you'd probably have a little more trouble with the lounge rats and the New Dawn. Just because the New Dawn apparently really wants this canister of Alluvium, and the lounge rats are just being fucking shits, and they don't like that you killed a few of their dudes. But yeah, you eventually are able to broker a deal with these guys, and Cody, how would you broker this deal? What action would you use?
I would use. Oh wait, why am I looking down? I don't have a piece of paper. I would use consort, because we don't really have a relationship with them yet. So I need to build rapport. So I'd spend some time building rapport. See if they like drugs. Maybe try to offer, sweeten the deal. And ultimately, I'd sweeten the deal of drugs, maybe give them the motorcycle, and then just go from there. Right, like see if because it's hard to know how they're gonna gauge. It's Vietnam era. Don't know how the vets are feeling about the stuff.
Oh, vets are in a shitty place here.
Yeah.
So
well, I don't know how they're. Yeah.
So yeah. Give me that consort, like just as a fortune roll. Roll your consort.
I don't think you can push yourself in a fortune roll, but let's not worry about that because I rolled a 6 and a 2.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna say they apparently really want this fuel, and they are willing to part with a bunch of stacks over it.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's 7 stacks for y'all.
All right.
-1 for Backlog.
Yeah, I do it by Brackford.
We're definitely gonna pay him, right?
Oh yeah.
Because if you don't, the D13's going to find out about it.
No.
That's not the best.
And we should also put a stack to the ward boss, the Keel
2.
twins.
I think 2, but
Yeah.
we didn't
Okay.
give up.
So then what we earned is 4 stacks.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, I think.
I'm totally down to skip EXP.
Oh, okay. So, your crew's also going to earn 2 rep. Let's say
All right.
3 rep because you ended up working or moving with D13 for the since they're tier 1.
You said 3 rep total?
Yeah, 3 rep total.
Okay.
As part of your payout, you are expected to pay stacks equal to your tier +1 as a tithe to your ward boss.
Well, then we overpaid. But we
Yeah,
owed
but
them,
that was
I
probably to try and buy back the deficit.
think. Buy back some goodwill, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so pay the 1 stack, keep 5, and if you want to try and buy back goodwill, we'd probably do that as a downtime action of some stripe.
Okay.
There.
Then heat. So anything you do might be witnessed.
I did get the cops called on me.
Yeah. And there
while
was heat. There was heat. There was extra heat from something Cody did last session.
Oh, yeah. That's all one. I don't remember if I did it at the end of the last session. I think I did, but I already had 3 heat boxes ticked here.
Then that's what I did from last session. Okay, so right now you're going to get another 3 heat.
Okay.
Uh,
Bar brawl, maybe the heat.
Yeah.
I'm not going to deal with harm complications.
My chest.
Your jugs?
My chest.
Oh,
I don't wanna
well,
deal with
your
that.
jugs.
Like, this actually has a whole bunch of cool, like, back of house stuff that it does, like the whole trouble engine that apparently got pulled out of the A-State 2nd edition.
Really?
Yeah. But I don't want to deal with it because I'm really tired.
Fair enough. And
Um,
I don't
do have
see this team coming back anytime soon anyway, so.
yeah. So I'm not really worrying about a lot of this. But you got some stacks, and y'all did real good. I wish I was a little more cognizant to like keep this going and
Yeah.
actually bring it to a real conclusion.
That's fair. I'm getting-
I'd like to ask one rules question while we still have the book open, hopefully.
Yeah.
So, not that it matters, it's more for because I'm running blades at home.
Mhm,
Because we encountered a tier 4 gang, don't we get extra EXP because they were 3 tiers higher than us? Or no, that's not
So-
how it works.
So what that would be is it's rep. If you were going like specifically against that gang, like if that gang was the target of your score.
Okay.
So if you look on 134 of the Blade 68 PDF, so the crew earns 2 rep per score by default. If the target of the score is higher tier than you, take +1 rep per tier higher. If the target is if the target of the score is lower tier, you get -1 rep per tier lower to a minimum of 0.
Oh,
Okay.
Also, if you keep the operation completely quiet so no one knows about it, you earn 0 rep.
I am familiar with that one. Okay.
Yeah, so
Thanks
that's
for clarifying that.
generally like that's where that's going to come in. And this score went kind of weird because of the whole not really having a target to start.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we certainly wouldn't get rep from a target nobody remembers that they exist.
Yeah,
It's got stuck to be that guy.
Something for pumping up these disaffected vets, and
Yes.
you know there'd probably be something with the New Dawn like working up to some bad rep, but
Yeah. For the edification of the viewers, Jason's tired because he just recently started a new job, which is at a school, so double hard.
That's
But thanks for running it, Jason. I had fun.
yeah,
Appreciate it.
thanks
You know how much
for
I love this game.
y'all were lovely.
Yes.
And yeah, I got to be up in like 6 hours. So
Yeah. Next
Bye-bye.
week, Tales of Equestria, first of 2, and that Tales of Equestria game, the first one, will be the last event in Archonia Fest, which is running all 3 days this weekend. I say all 3 days. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then even before that, on Friday, we have episode 53, I think, of Shadows of Archonia 2. We're in space now. If you're not watching that, we're on a whole other planet. There's a lot of stuff going on. So,
Bro, what?
dude. Okay, so we were playing Worlds Without Number, but we kind of transitioned into Stars Without Number.
oh,
Yeah, there's a whole thing, and we have characters at the table built using Worlds Without Number content. One character built almost entirely with Stars Without Number content, and then Matt's character actually has some Cities Without Number content in his build because they're all compatible, and it's a wild setting. So we'll see everyone for that. which will be Friday night, and then Saturday morning starts Archonia Fest. So thanks for watching. We'll see you all then.